Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to customize your Cinnamon desktop. And instead of going for those generic theming styles that is based on a dock or a plank, I'll try to do something a little bit different from the general themes that we go for. So I'm going to use the Nephrite theme for this video. A viewer of mine has been requesting this video for a long time, but I couldn't make it because I had my college and then I felt sick and all these problems were going on. Anyway, let's start with the video. So first, let's head over and get the Nephrite theme. Now, the Nephrite theme is also known as the Jasper theme. So you can also search for the Jasper GTK theme. And from here, you will get this Jasper GTK theme on the gnomelook.org. And from here, go to download. Let us download both the dark version and then the light version also. Done. Now let's go for the icon pack. Just search for GTK icons. You will get the full icon theme from there, and just head over there and search. You need not search, I forgot the name. It's probably on page 3. Mystique. Yeah, download, and that's it. Done. Now let's close the browser. Next thing, we need to add a repository here. So go for sudo add apt repository ppa. Let me just see the name of the PPA that we need to add. Actually, I will be installing uLauncher, so you need to add this repository for getting that. agornostal/uLauncher. Press the enter button and it will be added. For the next step, just update everything, sudo apt update, and that's it. Done. Now, we need to install some packages, so go for sudo apt install. We need jq, we need curl, we need conky, uLauncher obviously, and tint2. So instead of using the default panel that we have, we are going to use tint2 because it gives us much more flexibility. So yeah, close this. Now for the next step, okay, I also forgot to install a font that we need. That is the Montserrat. Just download the family, open the zip, open the variable font, install, done. The next one, so that's it, done. Finally, let us launch Tint2. It has already launched. You can't see it because it's below this one. So just remove the panel that we have. Yes, and there you can see Tint2 has been launched. Now let's close this. You can head over to the Tint2 settings and change the stuff that are there, but we're going to come back to this a little bit later. For the first step, let us install the themes now. So let's open the file manager. From here, head over to downloads and let's open Jasper Light, Jasper Dark, and Mystique icons. Now head over to home. Control H will reveal all the hidden folders. And there you have the dot icons and the dot themes. Now if you don't have these folders, you can definitely create one, and inside them you need to install the themes by just dragging and dropping or extracting the folders inside the tarball that you have. Now next, head over to dot icons. From there we are going to extract Mystique. That's all. Just wait for a few seconds, it will be done. Now close all the windows. Now finally we need to open themes, but there is no option to open, so let us just do a little bit of the customization already here. Let's go to panel items, to the launcher. Let's remove some unnecessary stuff that are there. Just remove them like this. Okay, and we need uLauncher from here. Where did it go? Okay, uLauncher, that's it. Move it up, apply. Okay, so we can now launch applications from there. Now the hotkey for that launcher is set to Control plus space. So you can now open the launcher just by pressing Control plus space, or you can click this button and it will launch the launcher for you. From here, you can launch any application you feel like. For example, let's go for themes. Here we have the themes. Now go to icons and change the icon to Mystique. And for the applications, we are going to use first the Jasper Light edition. And if you are using the default panel, you can also change this to Jasper Light, else you need not do that. Now, finally, let us change the wallpaper. So open the file manager that we have. Now I have the wallpaper here. Yeah, these are the two wallpapers that I have. And also I need two of the themes that I've created. And this is the first time I created a Conky theme. So instead of using the one that we use from Closebox 73, from now onwards, I will try to provide my own Conky themes that I'm making in order to better integrate them with the wallpaper that I'm going to use. So as you can see, I'm going to use this one. So set as wallpaper. This is the wallpaper I'm going to use. And the icons need to be removed from the desktop. So go to customize desktop settings. From there, just remove the icons by clicking this. Close it. And finally, let us just copy these two folders to home/.config. From there, head over to Conky. But if the folder is not there, create one folder named Conky and paste the contents inside the directory. Now for the next step, you can launch the Conky from here. Just open in terminal and start.sh need to be executed. If this is not executing, if it doesn't have the permissions, just head over to properties, go to permissions and enable this option, or you can do it with chmod +x using the terminal if you like, whichever way suits you the most. And these are the two terminals. Now if the Conkeys, if you don't find the temperature here, no problem, just restart the Conky and it should be there. That's it, no problem. Now you can close the terminal. The Conkeys are working properly, and for the next step we are going to now start editing the Tint 2 panel theme. Now first I'm showing you the light version of this theme. Next I'm going to show you the dark version also. So I have a different Conky for that also, and a different wallpaper. So now let's head over to the Tint 2 settings. So here we have the settings page and it's loading. Okay, no problem. Now we are going to backgrounds. From here select panel and select the fill color. Now try to set the color as close as possible to any of the colors that are present here. So this is green, this should be good. Now let's go and select something. Okay, this is nice. Now if you find that the fill color here is becoming too light for the one that is over there, so you can do one thing, is that you can make it a little bit darker. So let's go to custom, head over to the color. This should be good. Apply. Yeah, looks a little bit better. Now for the next step, you can go to panel, and from here you will get the option for, I don't think here, I think in backgrounds, remove the borders and see what happens. Looks a little bit better. Let's go for the corner radius, set it to around 14. Okay, let's reduce it a bit, 10. Okay. Now head over to panel and set the length to around 40, right? Better. And see what happens with compact. Strangely, the color is changing for some reason. Okay, so you can put it on the top or you can put it on the bottom. Let us put it at the bottom part for the time being. And you can also change the font size and all, the size of the things that are inside there, so in order to match them accordingly. So you can change the size from here, so it will change the size. Now you can click on the font name and you can select Montserrat from there, just to have the same font all over the place. So let's go for regular. It's working. Task buttons, font, change it to Montserrat, and finally the clock. Now if you want to match the theme with the light version, you can go and select a lighter edition of this color also, like the one I had selected earlier, and then you can change the color of the fonts that is being used. For example, if you head over to taskbar, you can change the color here check this out. This is the active font color. You can change to match it with something like this, or you can select your own color from here. So let's select something like this, select, apply. So as you can see, the color changes. So if you go to task buttons, you can do the same thing from here. So it basically provides a lot more customizability than the default panel that we can use there. So it generally looks much better. From here, you can also select the icon theme that you want to use. So we are going to use Mystique for this one. Click on apply. Okay, again the font color, change it, select, apply. So I'm just showing you guys this one, how you can do these things. In order to better match everything, you can also change these colors. That is the background color in the default style, as you can see. Apply. So these are changed. So in certain places, it is not a good idea to change the color. Here we have the battery. So if you have a battery, you can also change that. And finally, the tooltip that is being used. So you can also change the things that are there. So we have done changing the taskbar almost. I mean the panel that we are using. Finally, we can get rid of this one. So just head over to the settings page and to open this, and from here go to panel items and select the we can't get rid now because I'm going to show you the dark version of this theme also. So you can open files from here. As you can see, this is how the theme will look. Anyway, now let's head over to the dark version of this theme. Now for the dark version, we are going to use a different wallpaper, and I personally prefer the dark version because it looks a little bit better. First, let us start with the U launcher. We're going to change it to the dark theme. Just change this to elementary dark. That should work. Now just close it, click on this. You will see that the dark version of the theme now pops up. Now for the tint 2 that is there, you can change that also. Now let's search for tint 2 and you will get the tint 2 settings page coming up here, and it's very easy to do the things. First, let us create can we create a copy of this? Okay, we can save this theme as something. So let us save this as light edition, I guess. Save. Okay, now let's continue our work with this one. We just need to change the colors a bit and it should work perfectly fine. Is it recording? Yeah. Now head over to backgrounds first, go to this one. Okay, first let us change the wallpaper because we won't be able to understand what's the color that we are going to use without changing the wallpaper. So head over to files. Okay, we have files open, I guess. Just go to files and just head over to documents. From here, let me just apply the wallpaper that I have selected. So set as wallpaper. This is the dark version of the theme. Now I also have a con key for the dark version, so I will apply that later. First, let's change the fill color. Go to custom, select something like this, select color that matches, select, apply. Okay, so fill mouse over needs to be changed now to something like this. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Now the border also needs to be changed, select, apply, works fine. Border color, great. Now let's change the colors that are there for the fonts that we're using. So we have the active font color. Let's change it to the light version of the same thing. Click on apply, it work, and we need to change the clock one, and it's done. Finally, we can now we can now get rid of this one, and if you want, you can also add some elements to this. So in order to make it a little bit nice, for example, there is free space. You can add free space to it. You can put it in front of the taskbar, maybe, I don't know. There's a separator which can be added in front of the clock, yeah, but it looks really ugly, so let's get rid of that. You can add a button, click on apply. You can change the button, you can change the icon that is there, and you can also set the command that is going to be used. So let us get rid of this. Apply. Okay, now finally let's save this theme as the dark version or the dark edition, whatever it is. So there we have the light edition, and then we have the dark edition. Now inside the light edition, I also want to make some changes. Let's go to launcher and get rid of this apply. So you can switch between the light and the dark theme now. So this is the light, this is the light version, yes, changes. And if you want a dark version, this is the dark version. That's it, easy. Now let's close this. Finally, it's time to change the theme and the conky. Let's head over to theme, okay, themes, and from here let's go to icons. Okay, icons will remain the same. We're going to use Jasper Dark Edition, and also for the desktop, if you're using the default cinnamon panel, you can change this. That's all we need to change here. And finally, we need to get rid of the conky that is running here and use the dark version of the conky that I have created. So just go to home/.config/conky. From here we have this one, open terminal./start.h, and that's it. It changes to the dark version of the conky. So I guess we can make the panel a little bit darker, right? Because it doesn't look good. Oops, sorry, didn't do settings. We can make it a little bit darker. Let's go to backgrounds, select this, fill color to, now it looks better with the theme. Now if you want, you can also place this thing on the top. That can also be done. So for that, you need to edit this again. Just open it, go to panel, you can place it on the top like this, and place the apply button, and then just apply this theme. Yes, and there you go, it's on the top. So you can do any one of them. So, and finally there is the terminal. If you want, you can edit the terminal. You can just head over to preferences, and from there you will get all the profiles and the coloring options. You can change the default coloring. You can choose the Tango dark, which goes with the current theme very well. Also there's the light edition. I don't think the light edition would go well. You can choose a light greenish background like the one that is being used in Tango. And also one more thing that I forgot to tell you guys is that in the conky that is there, so we go to files, home, okay, .config/conky. From here you will see there's a folder called scripts. Inside that you have the weather.sh. Click on display. From there, now you can do one thing is that you can just change the city ID by opening the website. That is this one. That is there. Just open the website, and from there just change the ID to the place where you are. For example, for my case is Kolkata. So you can head over to Kolkata and see this is the city ID. It's already set to Kolkata, that is 1275004, and it's 29 degrees Celsius as you can see here, and it's being reflected out here, 29 degrees Celsius. So you can do that. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Do like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.